edition of AEW Dynamite.
Opening contest set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. 7 pounds. Wardlow.
When guys in a camp would have an issue, and they didn't.
Biggest coming into the ring by Marco Stunt and Jungle.
I think any way you cut it, we've always wanted to see Luchasaurus fighting a lumberjack in many, many years.
You're right, and the one fall matchup here. Excalibur 20-minute time limit.
They are to ensure that both competitors stay in the ring. That this.
So do I.
Nothing pretty too far.
No, he won't back up. I'm kind of surprised, though. But
Over the top and comes in with that spear to the midsection. And Wardlow sends Luchasaurus to the outside. The lumberjack swarm on him.
Who's got the leverage on you?
And Wardlow once again. Rights, lefts, and now the kicks. Hoist Luchasaurus up and over the top.
If Luchasaurus was a George the Animal Steel fan, but what brung him, as has been said.
Down and the standing moonsault press. Cover. Great Luchasaurus' hold. The top lands on the apron. Oh, that mass.
And is trying to headbutt his way out of this predicament. Forget about the second row. Superplex.
Pounds came crashing down from the top rope. Luchasaurus, though, blocks the rising knee. Impressive. Oh, my God. Lucha standing Spanish fly. No.
Amazing counter band out there.
No. Jungle Boy being sent to the other side.
boy, Marco just goes with reckless abandon, doesn't he?
Well, something's got to give.
Look at this.
And Marco stunned.
Another one. Catch him.
Oh, my
Catch
God.
him if you can.
Combatants.
Oh, the roundhouse. And there's a.
Oh, my gosh.
Those guys, there's lumberjack. 6, 4, 5.
Wardlow, the big F10 just slag. Wow.
After the low blow did.
And now MJF laying in shots, looking down.
My God, it's breaking down in
Tony Khan that we now have signed.
horseshoe.
Potpourri of size, speed, power, explosion, knee drive, and lowering his limb upside down in a delayed vertical to allow the blood to pour into the man's skull before he... Brian Cage.
We're going to see Brian Cage here tonight. As a matter of fact, Excalibur, tell us.
A tag team match. Colt Cabana will team with what's going on with him and the Dark Order.
Good luck, Matt.
And the veteran up later here tonight on Dynamite.
Tonight you're live on TNT.
I think the talk will be Women's Champion Shida will be in action. She's going to be coming in press conference footage right here next on
Never again. And she also needs next. Lexi Clitters. And she's got some.
From Kanagawa, Japan, she is the Shida.
One singles record in 2020.
First night of Fighter Fest. Too big for one night.
She took the, and she needs to stay away from there, especially with Sabian around.
And oh, look at that, Penelope Ford.
Good medicine in my view, and certainly Red Velvet can say.
For Red Velvet.
Yeah, Red Velvet's got some ability. I tell you, this girl can really move around the ring.
She got hit with the high knee, and now the fat 2, 3.
Are you kidding? Good Lord.
And now Shida. Oh!
Shida comes out to get her some more. Penelope to tear the hell out of each other for the AEW Women's title.
Keeping up the attack on Penelope.
Title. And don't think that Penelope Ford can't win this.
We know next week it will be Hikaru Shida defending.
Earlier today, they had a press conference. We've heard it's a little controversial.
Fest press conference. I'm Mega, and I'm part of the AEW management. Mr. Hager still is not here, but let's get started anyway.
This is directed to Arn. Arn, are you surprised by Jake Hager's absence?
Probably not the right word. Now, you took the opportunity to come out and keep yourself about 50 feet away. Timing is all wrong. He's a big, tough, badass, sweat on his forehead, face red as a beet, and that vein got bigger and it got thicker. And I knew not showing up here today, disrespecting all these people.
Thank you. Next question.
How does it feel to be the first TNT champ?
How does it feel? Feels like hope. From Louisiana, a kid that no hyperbole, no tall tale. I know I go by the American Nightmare, but I still very much believe. I don't like meta wrestling. I don't like play wrestling. I don't like cosplay wrestling. I like professional when they watch what we do. That's the service we provide. That's the hope of this pandemic and the onset of it and losing our fans. This doesn't need the nickel plating. It's an incomplete but beautiful situation.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Cameraman.
All right.
Let it go. All good. All good. Let it go.
Hey, get her off the stage now.
Look, if anyone can relate to you, it's me. Want any trouble?
Doesn't want trouble. Well, you got it.
This is Cabana and his tag team partner from Rochester, New York.
Him an opportunity, almost what I understand to be
One. Anyone can win a jump at that chance. I mean, he's one of the top.
Kiss.
Sonny Kiss and Joey
Complement each other quite well. Sonny Kiss is so as well on dark.
Archer doesn't lose often. Brody Lee, heavy on the mister.
Scorpio Sky now comes in with the Cazadora. Goes up and no!
Cabana is not a member of...
After, I believe, his 5th match with promotion.
It's created by Janela and Sonny Kiss.
But,
and shot from the outside.
Silver.
But so is Sonny Kiss. A near fall by Colt Cabana. Now look at Sonny Kiss.
And Colt Cabana was kind of getting into it.
Tracks with that elbow. Janela hangs on. Death 15 matches and now, Janela!
Up that top rope in that maneuver with a lot of force, a lot of power.
No question about it. You can see it.
450. No!
Brody Lee there just in time.
Grabs the boot. Sonny goes back in.
We're on Dynamite.
This is absolutely at such long
Johnny
legs.
Janela with the tope, sir.
For Janela and Rose. Cabana, the legal man.
Mr. Brody Lee serving up.
Colt Cabana's got to feel good about tonight. Annihilated Sonny Kiss.
Janela with the equalizer, but Archer just walks right through it.
The murder hawk, Lance Archer. There's an update, folks, on Sean Spears. You'll like this, I think.
Champion Jon Moxley will battle the
Attacking bout set for one fall with a 20-minute 5 pounds. The fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
It can be easily said that SCU have a reason.
Daniels, one of the premier tag team championships, but talk about 2 minutes.
443 pounds.
There's your buddy. What's she drinking?
Oh, so that's how you spell halitosis.
In GTFO, if they aren't going to.
Tony, we saw a look at Allie over there. He's going to listen as well.
You know, I have a lot of high hopes for if
Much discussed around the world here in AEW. The other teams not making tags as they...
Arn and Tully.
Yeah, they focus on one.
Future, but right now, SCU getting a huge opportunity here.
Nobody,
Virtually, just about every tag team does open hole.
Extremely decorated tag team from around the world.
here somewhat. Competitive
Go to a break during picture-in-picture. Match could end there, so stay with us.
And with great teamwork from Christopher Daniels, this one.
Classic tag team wrestling, but 2 of the best duos. Ducks the lariat, a series of left jabs, and Kazarian to the outside. Oh!
And the bit uppercut.
Yeah, he saw the opening. You're right. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, putting on the brakes.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, no! 1, 2, no! Right hand all night.
There's a difference in tag team wrestling, so when guys.
Boy, Kazarian.
Sold up by Kazarian, knee lift, and a clutch.
About, wow, what Christopher Daniels could do, but Kazarian.
On the outside. Cash Wheeler in trouble.
With he and Christopher Daniels. Oh, counter.
And the catapult sends Dan trouble.
So that means it's a handicap match. Neutral corner at work.
Better knowing what to do.
Getting a little early.
Hip toss into that. Daniels has got him set up for Angel's Wings.
Cashed in on that save. Into a slam. They're taking a breath out of Frankie Kazarian.
Little misdirection here.
Good night. 1, 2, 3.
It's over. What I'm thinking, their feet squarely on the ground in AEW.
Tana and Ortiz, I'm talking to the AEW Tag Team Champions. You eating with the big boys, and when it comes to FTR, we talk heavy, we hit hard, and we are the absolute best tag.
FTR.
Hey boys, this is a great truck, man. Butch, one more step towards us. I'll have the Butcher rip this truck in half to an 8-man tag at Fyter Fest. The whole lot of you who have no fear.
Octagon Jr. Ray Phoenix returning
Man tag at Fighter Fest.
The return of the Lucha Bros is absolutely amazing. And look at this.
Oh, God. Foot stomp combination. And now the Young Bucks and the Lucha Brothers deared FTR's truck.
No, shut up. That's not true. No, come on, we're like brothers, you know?
Disgusting. We got a half-drunk guy, and the other guy is going to have
milk.
I was there for the genesis of Best Friends.
I mean, a show of affection, I'm all about it.
We got all stoked on it, you know what I mean? Like,
And right now, Best Friends, they're red hot.
real deal. These guys know how to win. They know how to win. Just like that. When we decided to go for the gold,
I'm not buying it. I think there's the best.
we may not be good friends.
We sure as hell ain't back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, of the championship against Brian Cage, everyone want to listen to is very
Years. But then he went and put me through a car.
team attack.
He's got Cage. The most obvious example of that.
One again in his own, and those may be a little bit uncontrollable.
From Chico, California.
And he is really absorbing
Matches in less than 5 minutes combined. Have you lit a fire to this guy?
Yes, man, it just tossed him.
No Cruz is the victim here.
Taz.
Yes, yeah. Well, this is called the drill call, as you know,
Moxley did come into contact.
Turn my mic on when I... Hey, Mox, where are you? Where's the badass? Psst. Right, I think I found him. That's the Machine, Brian Cage. He came to work. Some bullshit excuse. Fighter Fest is around the block. Toss of the Machine, Brian Cage. For every reason, for at Fighter Fest, ask yourself this question. The path of Cage.
Quite frankly, Fighter Fest starts next week. Stormaback.
That's right, our camera crew's doing.
feels good. Success, but it's how we react. It's how you allow me one more opportunity to show SCU. SCU, I'm gonna bring my best men, my sight.
Fighter Fest is a two-night event
on night one of Fighter Fest.
And that means of the Inner Circle. What
again? It'll be Shida
title against Jake
against the hottest team in AEW.
So that's night one, ladies.
Bad boy Joey Janela.
She will be with us in action.
Mr. Brody Lee
on Orange Cassidy on the CR.
Coming up on the second.
The biggest match in John Moxley's career.
Okay, this is to be, but you're still the biggest piece of trash.
Wait, no, you're fine, you're fine. Nothing you can do this time. I don't know what you're saying. Cheers, baby.
Many apportunities.
Hi, Jen.
What's that? Wait.
Oh,
my God. Wrapped in a glass cake.
20-minute time limit.
Santana of the Inner Circle.
Oh, these guys are both very talented.
I'm not going to disagree with
his opponent from the 121 pounds.
Maybe I'm wrong. And is this
a lot of reading
much to my father's chagrin?
Out there, and certainly perform in the ring, JR.
Yeah, he's teenagers back in the day.
Doing ever since, even before
other situations here. So
it's not something they're above, Tony.
With a ponytail and
oh man, back Grassley, but
he's trying to. Broken Matt Hardy has.
She's back away too. Weird. That's a good one.
Just want to remind everybody, a leg trapped on that bottom rope.
And pitcher will bring you all the Ortiz getting more and more involved, making this, as we mentioned earlier,
that cut wrench or that waist and
Hardy, and then scoring. And now
Hardy at Fighter Fest.
Be a little bit cleaned up. For guys like Private Party.
Up rope.
Isaiah Cassidy.
Oh, yeah.
Santana.
Awareness. It's ridiculous.
Maybe on that leg, but he's still building up.
Far leg was hooked.
And I'm so excited about Fighter Fest coming up next.
Santana now gets caught.
Hardy, no. Whoa. Get lucky down there.
Came to fight, but
a couple of other matches. Great athlete.
Not forever.
Playing in the corner, but Santana counter. Oh!
Push to fate.
No. Just told me that.
Oh! 1 and 2. No. Hardy reversing. 3.
No. It took Santana's to encounter, boom, any interludes.
Oh.
And there is a
down.
That's orders from headquarters trouble.
No defense.
Oh!
Straight to Party. Cassidy and Mark
cards here.
That's exactly right. Too long.
Or the ribs.
More on Fighter. Face to face. No.
Cassidy and Chris Jericho, Le Champion. And this Inner Circle
on now Chris Jericho likes to call it
Author
of what Orange
Circle back in the locker room.
that came back to bite him on the butt last.
To get to the other side. Cross the road.
It clears that
It's a
up.
joke that everybody knows, and dumb it really is. Joke of pro wrestling, and I'll tell you your name. I thought it was stupid. And the Bucks and Kenny and City, and they all said the same thing. Love them. I kind of got it. I mean, what's not to love? In wrestling, you have to be different. Unthinkable thing, because part of your appeal, you know what I'm talking about. And you made a mistake and got in the face of Le Champion. Kick me in the shin, offense, I'll knock you out and beat you in 30 seconds. You understand what I'm saying? Those pockets and pull out the Orange Cassidy phenomenon. Make sure that you, my friend. Now that's a funny joke, right?
For Tony, I don't know.
Oh, I know.
Oh, come on.
You better not do. You got to give him credit. He's his own man, isn't he?
He's got a warrant in those Ray-Bans.
Oh!
Again, debate or an oratory.
Jericho spilling to the outside. Cassidy keeping the press hand off. More specifically,
Got a hell of a right hand.
Surrounded by steel, just knocked the hell out of Cassidy.
Oh, boy, he knows all about this, doesn't he?
And he liked to fight, too. And Orange Cassidy, they made
hands.
Cassidy is fighting back.
Oh, Jericho.
Jericho has to offer.
And just think.
And now sends him into the...
No, don't do that. Oh, no!
Handiwork.
Just like Orange Cassidy did last week.
Well, he said you better not do.
He's got Cassidy up on that. But Cassidy,
Oh, man, from his right ear.
Thorns headed.
Cassidy. Oh! Orange Cassidy.
A bleeding orange. And again, these two men will fight free television on TNT.
Alright, so Bronson Reed with that power still couldn't do anything to Karrion Kross. I mean, Karrion Kross is that destructive. I mean, who's not destructive if he had someone like Scarlett on her ringside? Yeah, Karrion Kross won the match. Also, one of my favorite part was that Bobby Fish, Roderick Strong and Dexter Lumis stuff. That is going crazy and I'm into it. Also, Rhea Ripley as babyface is just not working for me. She's feuding with Chelsea Green right now, which is I'm not interested into it. One of my favorite part was that they announced next week is going to be the return of Great American Bash. Yes, next week's NXT is going to be featured as Great American Bash NXT, just like last takeover was in your house from WWE's last pay-per-view. My question is, what's next? Halloween Havoc? I mean, Halloween is literally coming. Also, they announced some of the big matches for next week. For example, Dexter Lumis will be facing Roderick Strong in a strap match, and Mia Yim versus Tegan Knox versus Candice LeRae and Dakota Kai, #1 contenders match for the Fatal 4-Way NXT Women's Championship. It is going to be interesting. My prediction is already with Mia Yim. And finally, it was triple threat match. Whoever wins will face Adam Cole for the championship, and it was none other than the not new, but still NXT North American champion Keith Lee, and he will be facing Adam Cole for the NXT championship, and it is going to be amazing. Let's see if Keith Lee will becomes the double champion or not. I mean, what are your thoughts on today's NXT? Please write in the comments, and if you are excited for American Bash, please write in the comments.